welcome back everybody to Let's Play Gunpoint. If you remember from last time, we did a whole hawk of missions. We betrayed Fritz Gessler, who was a little upset at us and a little rude, if truth be told. We disappointed Katie Collins, who we told the truth to, and led her on that we were the ones who erased the footage, which would have implicated us in the murder of Selena Delgado, which we did not do, but it allowed Melanie Rook's husband, Mark Jackson, to implicate Katie, who is now in prison, so that is a darn shame. Basically, everything is a shambles, and we still have no idea who killed Selena Delgado and why. We are aiming to find out, though, and the only lead we have at this point is this anonymous person who is upset with how the East Point Police Department is handling a homicide. I wonder what it might be, but before that, we've got a cool $1,000 in the bank, and I think it's time to buy one of the actual firearms from the Rook Firearm Company, the Resolver. Let's try it out and finally put people at gunpoint. Roll credits. Okay, so the Resolver works this way. You draw it, and you can see our bullets in the top left corner there. Those do not replenish unless you do sneaky tricks that you're not supposed to do, but are possible to do to replenish your bullets. Also, we walk a little bit slower with it out, and you can see in the top right we have a 15-second counter, which doesn't do anything until we fire. One bullet kills an enemy no matter who they are, so that's nice, but as soon as we activate it, that timer starts. Two other things about the Resolver. First are you can hold guards at gunpoint, roll credits, and if you ever leave their field of view with the Resolver, they will immediately take the opportunity and fire on you, which I guess only makes sense. If you want to avoid killing people, you can always just duck into elevators, thusly. Which is pretty nice, because again, as soon as you fire the gun, you activate that timer. Now, that was a pretty lucky thing there that he missed me. If you advance on guards, you can force them back and do stuff like wirejack. That allows you to go move around without actually firing. But if we want to get in here and find out what's on this laptop, we're actually going to have to fire the gun. And you know what? I'm actually feeling like doing a little murder for right now. So let's go ahead. Buy Enforcer. He's down. You can see the timer going there. This is as good a time as any to demo something else. I haven't shown this off before, but you can jump on people, and one punch does it to punch them out. Oh, I did show this. I think I went to 200 punches. Never mind. 2007 style LPs, ladies and gentlemen. I punch a man a whole bunch of times. Okay. Now that the timer is gone, you can see that this police sniper has showed up at some location that we can't get to, and he's of no harm to us right now. Final note, guards will in fact open doors to come investigate noises. Anyway, as soon as we open our door to the exit, boom, immediately shot. Yes, the sniper is instant death, so basically you want to avoid firing your weapon as much as possible. Now, let's actually get that laptop this time. With judicious use of jumping, I can actually get up here without even having to draw my Resolver, which I think is pretty nice. Again, you can just sort of back him up a little bit, looking with that steely look that we have. Can escape that way. Now, there's really no way around firing the gun here to open this door. Do note that guards don't typically follow you from floor to floor. They are able to walk up and down stairs. I don't think they can do elevators at all, and the stairs thing is kind of wonky. I'm not exactly sure when it happens. Oops. That could have been handled better. So let's handle it better this time. What we need to remember is we've got this 15-second timer, so there is no time to futz about. There we go, laptop is gotten, door is open, and we are out. Easy as pie. Alright, that's everything about the Resolver. Okay. Let's see what this anonymous man wants us to do. Selena Delgado, just as we may have suspected. This mystery man wants minimal violence. Yes, that is correct. We really know nothing about this person, so let's go ahead and guess. Oh, it's unexpected. We are sassy as ever. It's a bad track record for police chiefs. Okay. So, the older models that Rook uses have this local backup on the camera itself, and we are hilariously being hired to retrieve evidence which probably would implicate us. This is sort of a fun dance you play here, because you do actually want to complete the mission objectives, because that's kind of what we do. At the same time, you don't really want to implicate yourself. Now, you may recognize this is the first level we were at when we were buzzed in. We are, of course, a little more competent at this point. We've got some fancier tech, so we can get around here with much more ease. Now, there's a couple ways to handle this. I am going to send the elevator up, which will distract the guard. You could also close the door and activate this light switch in here, which would send him around. In fact, I think I'll do that now. You can see he goes in to activate that light switch. You just hack into the yellow and gain the ability to turn it off permanently. I have no idea why, but he seemed to get fixated on being stuck in the corner over there for some reason. But we just wire this top level elevator to open the door, get our laptop, and we out. Very well done. And with a little bit more time, we could have got the old Gentleman Ghost Ninja Lightning, which is the gold standard. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We know that he's the chief of police, and we have to decide what we want to do. And in this case, I'm going to trust that Melanie would have told us something about that backup if it was something to worry about. So I'm going to take the risk and send him the data. And it paid off. That's right, the card is only full from the last few nights, so we are safe. We ended up looking like we are very eager to help and not suspicious at all, so points for us. Not enough money to get anything now. Let's keep going with Mayfield. Okay. Let's see if we can find this out. Right, another DataSec security place. I like to think we're reasonably clever. Guy in a coat. Well, that does describe us, but it also describes the real murderer. There we go. Okay, terminal on the main floor. Data will be encrypted. I like this one, but it sounds a little too suspicious, so I'm just going to say, got it. I like this level a lot. This level is one of the ones that requires you to be fairly tricky with how you use your crosslink. So first we just let ourselves in, that's easy enough. Hack into the green, and now you can see there's a whole bunch of different things we can do down here. I guess our options are still a bit limited, but regardless. We have these sound detectors. It's the first time we've seen anything like that. So if we wire this switch to activate the elevator and this sound recorder to open the door, elevator comes down, door opens. Easy enough. Now we have access to the blue, and this next part is the part I was talking about when I said it actually gets fairly tricky, and I kind of like it. So, first, we'll send the elevator back up, then we send it down, which activates the green sensor. The green sensor will activate the top floor elevator, which we can then use to do a whole bunch of things. I think I'll have it open every blue door in the building. So down it goes. That activates the top floor. Up, and boom, all the doors are open in one swoop. Very nicely done. Now let's turn off all the sensors. Oh, I didn't quite get that one in time. So we got sent back up and closed two of the doors. Well, whatever. We'll ride her back on up. Now what I'd really like to do is get into this yellow line, or orange line, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, I'm not able to at the moment, because that enforcer is staring straight at me. And this is another case where you do need to be a little bit sneaky. There we go. Deactivate the lights so the guard can't really do much of anything. We can let ourselves in to this room where the main objective is, and we could actually take off at this point. But of course we're all about those optional laptops. Now if you remember from earlier, this was a blue door that we opened, and we're able to shut off this light switch, which shuts off the lights for the whole floor. Now, he's able to reactivate it and we can't stop him, but the important part is that gets him patrolling. When I do the deathless, injuryless run, one of the really important things to remember is you don't actually have to turn off the lights everywhere in order to distract the guards. All you have to do is really get them patrolling, and then you can pretty much sneak in behind them without too much trouble. Now we can turn off the lights and turn off his ability to, not his ability to shoot us, turn off his ability to turn them back on. And from there, it's a simple matter. Opening the door to the laptop, and we are good. Again, these are all posted in the thread, so that's where you can go for all the secret laptop info that I know you crave. And there we go. Not a bad job at all. Okay, now here's another place to decide, and I think he actually had something this time, so I'm going to go ahead and send him some garbage. There we go. He trusted me from last time, which was nice, and so he was able to receive my random garbage without worrying too much. Okay, we've got enough money to plop down for something else, and again, I don't really use any of this stuff, so might as well get the prank spasm. Let's give that sucker a try. Okay, now we connect power sockets to things to electrify them. So, what we do here is link this to this, and this to this. Anything that we link from a power socket, zap, down he goes. Laptop is easily gotten. No need to worry about making a noise now, I suppose. And out we go into the waiting night. That's easy enough. Again, I don't use it very much because that does injure guards, and I like to play injuries as little as possible and deaths even less. Probably never. Okay. So, her post-mortem was altered after Katie Collins was arrested. Interesting. And both of those are pretty believable scenarios. So we gotta get to the coroner's computer, breaking into police HQ. You know, I like to be sassy when the opportunity presents itself. Yeah, who's to say that was even related? Could be anything. I like Julian Mayfield. He is sassy right back to us. Alright, Julian, we're gonna do this thing. Oh, the background and the set pieces in this game are really nice. That's something that I really appreciate. I'm gonna try this, and if it doesn't work, like it sometimes doesn't, I will just restart. There we go. Nice. So, the Hush Cracker is very useful for a large number of things. One of them certainly being breaking into these places and sort of getting a leg up on things. We've got the blue blue security feeds right away, which makes things just a lot easier. Again, red you always have right from the get-go. So I'm going to kind of explore the place and just open up everything, almost as force of habit. Get the green here. All we really have to do is turn that off. Let him do that for us. Oops. It's the sensor here that opens the door that we need to get to the thing we want. Unfortunately, that door also makes us visible to him. Ah, knocked out by the door there. There we go. Okay. I think that's all of the wires that we can get, all of the secure things. Now, I can't obviously go right down here because that enforcer's in the way. And these are blast doors. They only stay open for a very little time, and then they shut fairly definitively like that. Okay. Now, we can do a couple things here. As soon as this goes down, we can activate the lights on this floor, which is a nice thing to be able to do. Shut those off and have him come after us. That's a pretty sneaky laptop up there, but no match for us, of course. Alright. Now there's really only one thing left to do, and that's to get the main floor's main objective, the laptop down there. There are 2 blast doors we have to get through, and they only stay open for a very short time. So really, it's just a matter of making sure you have a little 1-2 punch there. And this game is really good about always giving you a way out. I have never been irrevocably trapped in a place, which is nice. So you can see that by combinations of cameras and switches, we're able to egress fairly safely. So there we go. Nothing to it. Police headquarters, even. All thanks to a little bit of tech. You know, I wonder if we're just supposed to be really good at using this, or if see, he didn't quite give us the A+ because we did punch out somebody, but whatever. We still get the money. We don't have the choice whether to give it to him or not. I wonder if this is just not a lot of people have the guts to use this, or if we're very good at using it. Yeah, we knew she was shot 3 times. Dropped out of a 3rd-story window. And I'm pretty sure that was a professional operative, although, funnily enough, we can't really tell him this. So he's going to set up everything for a big old coup. He also knows our name, which maybe isn't the best, but whatever. Okay. We can start upgrading our power capacity. More charge for our gadgets. Okay, we need to break into the apartment of somebody he thinks, so hopefully this will be the operative we found before. It would be great if we get a lead on him. Right. I'm gonna say this one. Yep, that sounds correct. Right across the street from the crime scene. Uh-oh. Oh. Yep, that's us. I'm always up for it. Okay, so here's how this goes. This is right by a big rook building with all these people looking out over us. So we could climb up this wall, but they would all shoot us because they are jerks. So let's turn off everybody's ability to do anything about the lights getting activated. Let's make sure that all of these lights get turned off at once. And let's activate them to this motion detector here. Oh. Sometimes if you hook a whole bunch of things together, they don't really work well. I'm not sure why that is, but whatever. We'll do a few floors at a time. There we go. Also notice that when people patrol, it kind of seems random a little bit. Sometimes if you turn off the lights, they don't mind, then you have to turn them back on and off. See, we turned the lights off and he didn't care, and then back on again and he started patrolling. I don't quite get it. What's important is A, that the lights are off in here now, and B, that they're patrolling. Now, because I'm outside where it's light, they will still take shots at me, so I do still have to be careful about that. I'm going to try to just break in through here. There we go. Using the hush cracker to muffle the sound of the glass, I get the laptop up here without too much trouble. And escape away. Now that's the main obstacle of this level. Here's our apartment. And we can kind of look around. I guess this is probably where we live. Kind of a dump, but whatever. And there's some interesting props around. I don't know if these things are supposed to be references. My guess is this could be a reference to Max Payne or something like that. Or it just could be showing that somebody across the street was under observation for a while. We can't go up or down the stairs, which is sad, because this stuff looks kind of interesting, but nevertheless, if anybody gets any of these references, this might be the thing from FTL, maybe? Anyway, if anybody gets any other references, please let me know. So we've got the shipping manifest from our crates, and we can see the very place that we leapt across that first time. And here we are back at the old crime scene. There's really nothing for us up there, so I don't see any reason not to just activate the door and get out of here. That took forever, of course, because I sort of went the long way and showed everything off, but nevertheless, we got our laptop and we got our good rankings. Okay, I don't really see any reason to lie to him about this. After all, this doesn't exactly implicate us. Well, there we go. Although, I'm going to be honest, these bullfrog projectile trousers are amazing, so I don't know if he's underestimating this or what. Okay, we've got $1,000 again kicking around, so you know what, we might as well go for the long shot, kind of the last thing we've got. This allows us to rewire enemy guns, which is a fairly handy thing to be able to do. That means as soon as anybody sees us, the very first shot they take can do something else besides fire the gun, which is useful for extremely obvious reasons. Now, they fix their gun right after that, and they make it do what they want to again, which is kind of a shame for us. And, as you see here, here we go. We can do sneaky things like make one guy's gun have the other one fire so he shoots him in the back. And with him distracted and trying to fix his gun, we can leap on him and take him down. Anyway, there we go. That's the long shot. Another thing I don't use very often, but if you're not opposed to killing people, it can be very useful. Okay, so Mayfield's got something really big. Recording of everything that happened in Rook's office the night of the Delgado's murder. Okay. Now, this could be either very good or very bad. If the second camera was positioned so that it could have seen the other operative, we can clear our name. Otherwise, this might convict us. Okay. Okay. That's fairly tight-lipped. I guess we'll check it out. Again, we're participating in that delicate dance of not trying to implicate ourselves, while at the same time trying to at least appear helpful. Time to do the Mission Impossible style thing there. Oh, the Hushcrackers are just so useful time and time again. I really can't say enough good about them. Okay. We're wired into everything here. This isn't a particularly difficult level for it being so late in the game. I don't know. Anyway, we set the cameras to activate this elevator. Set the sound to open us up down here, and to open both doors, in fact. And we get going. And in we go. Now, our main objective is right up here. So we just hack that and be done with it. However, as always, let us not forget the laptops. And we're going to set this noise maker to open up the roof here so we can get out. Okay. That was handy enough. I think you might have seen this, but it does not matter. There we go. Gentleman, Ninja, and Swift. We are out. Okay. Now we've got a big choice to make here, and I'll be honest, I did this correctly the first time I played through the game, so I don't feel bad about showing it off in the Let's Play. To me, this just smacked of a setup. He was real cagey about stuff where he hadn't been before, and if you read the laptop file, it talks about the police are specially requesting that they hold some kind of file in their servers, so I smelled a setup, and in fact, yep, it was a dummy file. So he really thought we were the killer, and he had to test the allegiances. So we've successfully tricked him, and we could go on with it. But you know what? I'm actually going to come completely clean because I like Julian Mayfield. All of these are pretty funny, but this is my favorite. And there we go. Did we see who actually did it? Well, I'll tell you who I suspect. I suspect it was Mark Jackson. Well, actually, no. I suspect the actual killer was somebody working for Intex. I don't think it was actually Mark Jackson. Well, there we go. We've got the full cooperation of Julian Mayfield. So we don't really still know what happened to Selena Delgado. That mystery is so hard to unveil. However, we have more or less cleared our name. The police are no longer after us. And, you know, if we have to do something to the murderer of Selena Delgado, maybe the police will be okay, even if we fire a resolver. Okay, so Rook's got another lead for us involving Katie Collins, who we are, of course, very interested in, and I think that will have to wait until next time. Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again next time on Let's Play Gunpoint.